Hello guys, and today I have a replay on the differences between the NA server and the EU server. So recently I made an account on the EU server and I picked up this thing, the T54 first prototype, or the T54 mod 1, and it's actually a pretty good tank, and I'll have a video on a Super Unicum video on this tomorrow. So anyway, here's some of the biggest differences. What I've noticed when playing on this is I've noticed the people on the EU play a lot more passive than people on the North American server for some reason. They're not as YOLO as the NA server is. And from what I've heard, the Russian server is even more YOLO than the North American server. But anyway, that's one of the things. And also, if you look at that RU over there, this is something I don't think I've ever seen in the North American server, just exactly like how this guy does. Like, I've seen Suicide Scout and stuff, but I mean, just look at this, what this guy says in the chat up here pretty soon. Like, he starts calling he starts like swearing, getting pissed off at our team, and all that crap, because he is a shitter. But he did get an enemy artillery killed, and he was a lost cause. But anyway, that's one of the things. I've also noticed that there's a lot more people on the European server because not as many people like this game on the North American server. Also, if you look at when I'm shooting, just let me take a, or never mind, I get smacked there because I'm being stupid. But what I've noticed is that the game client is a bit different. Like when you're loading in, there goes the RU, but when you're loading in, the loading screen is somewhat different. Like it has a big box in the middle with it's either the, what's it called, either the map or some in-game tips. You see me going up in there and chat against the shitter, cause just there, yeah. And also, one thing I've noticed, it's a pretty small difference, but when you fire your gun in the EU server, this is something I've noticed on the EU server, not on the North American server. Your gun sort of like jumps back a tiny bit, and so that's another thing I've noticed. Also, basically, like on the big difference, obvious difference between NA and EU is EU. There's a ton more languages than there are like NA. Like NA, the majority speaks English, and if you don't speak English, you pretty much either speak like Spanish, French, or Portuguese. But on EU, you got people who speak like English. You have Spanish, French, German, tons of different other languages. I can't even name them all. There's so many, and people usually sometimes cooperate more because, I mean, there's more like one language on the NA server that most people understand, and here it's not as tightly packed as the North American server. But I mean, people don't really cooperate that much on either server because. So, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm just going to let this keep playing so you can watch what I do to these dumbasses on the enemy team. And make sure to, if you do like this video, make sure to subscribe and leave a like to help the channel out, and more videos coming soon. So anyway, hope you enjoy.
That we could be. I'll drown us in the purple drapes that you were clothed in. We can live like royalty. I'll sing to you like a radio that's held beneath your will. brace for impact. You fight your fear.